y'all, it's TxStampin Sharon. I'm bringing you a really pretty layout today. It's super easy and I think it could be used for many different stamp sets. If you've not already subscribed to my channel, you can do so below. After you subscribe, hit the little bell. You should be notified the next time I upload a video. I upload videos 3 times a week, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Let's make a card. Here's my card that I made. And as I was getting ready for the video, I was like, oh, what if I'd have done this? Or what if I'd have done that? So we're going to do this and that with this card. It's super easy, super pretty. I love the layout. Very classy, don't you think? I'm using the sentiment, Thinking of You, from the Wonderful Romance. This is in the Occasions catalog. It will be going away at the end of May. So I think it's a very elegant stamp set. I love it. I love the coloring. I've done several things with it, several videos. So I'm kind of sad this one didn't make it into the annual catalog. The other stamp set I'm using is called Falling Flowers. It is not going to be carried over. So I am trying to use my stamps that we won't get to see again on this video. I have my layers all done. I have 2 pieces of Whisper White that measure 4 inches by 5 1/4. One will be on the front, one will be on the inside. I have my card base is 4 1/4 by 11 inches, and I scored and folded it at 5 1/2. My layers, my black is 3 inches by 4 1/4, and my Whisper White layer is 2 3/4 by 4 inches. Now, this card may look to you like it is like a triple time stamping, but we're actually going to stamp the pieces separately. Triple time stamping is where I would like lay it on top. We're not going to do that. We're going to change it up a bit. And remember how I said, as I was getting ready for the video, I was like, oh, what if I'd have done this and what if I'd have done that? So let me bring my card in. Here I stamped with black memento and just a little bit of green. But I was like, what would happen if I stamped that with old olive green instead of black? So we're going to do a little poll after this is over. Which one do you like better? Gives a little bit more color, but we'll see. We'll see which one we like. Since we started talking about discontinued stamps, this is a clear mount stamp, and Stampin' Up! Announced on Monday, last Monday, that they would no longer carry clear mount stamps. And I'm kind of glad because the labels, the stickers never did stick to my block, so I just quit using them. The other type of stamp that we're no longer going to carry is the wood mount stamps. Those are going away as well. All right, so, nope. We're going to use this green, and we're going to stamp a few leaves. So instead of black, I'm using green. Now we're going to switch to the black. We're just going to see how this card turns out with me changing it up. I haven't made it like this, so we'll see. All right, so one other idea I had, instead of having so many flowers, like all over, I want to see what it looks like if we just stamp a few flowers down on one side or down on, like on this side. We'll see. Where's my other flower? Oh, I have a little one right here. Kind of use it as a little filler. I don't know. We'll see. The reason why I had this idea is because my bow does cover up most of that flower. So I was like, what would happen if I just didn't stamp in that corner? All right, so now we're going to use the sentiment. And the sentiment, again, is from Wonderful Romance. Thinking of you. Okay, I prefer to use my Stampin Blends when I'm coloring. So I'm going to pull those out, but you know what, guys? You may have markers or watercolor pencils. Use whatever you have that you want to use for coloring. All right, so we're going to color our leaves. And you can still see the green stamped image, even though I'm coloring over it. But now that I'm looking at it, I don't think I need to use my darker color because it is the color of the ink. So that saved a step. Does that make sense? So let me show you. On this one, I came back in and I did the dark, Stampin' Blends dark, and then I kind of blended it. But since I stamped these leaves in green, I don't think I need to do that. I think it would defeat the purpose of even pulling out that dark one. I'm going to color this with the Ladder Calypso Coral. I really do love these Stampin' Blends, and I know I use them so much. I don't know how long they're going to last me, but I've gotten my money's worth, I tell you. These are just my go-to. This is my biggest flower to color. So now what I want to do is I'm going to color the centers of these with the lighter. So again, this is me changing up the card. Just to see what it looks like. I will have all the measurements in the description box below. So I forgot to mention that as I was rattling off all those measurements of layers. I just think that y'all like that. I get some good feedback that you like to just go down there and, you know, you may even copy and paste it into a Word document or something and print it off. Whatever is easiest for you. I'm here to inspire you. And I love to hear comments about how my card inspired you to maybe use my layout with a different stamp set, and you were just as happy doing that. So let me hear those comments. I love to read them. I answer all of them. So we're just kind of changing this up a bit. All right, so now I want to come in and I'm going to add some dark. Whoops, got a little too close on that one. Just every other kind of thing, because as I did right there, I got it too close. But you know what? I have found using these, that there's really not a mistake. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to the fatter tip. So I'm just kind of randomly adding some dark. And then we're going to color this little one. And we're almost done. It's going to be fun to see what this one looks like. So one of the blends I didn't pick up is what I call the eraser. If I had gotten outside the lines, you can use this to push the color back, and you would just kind of push it towards your stamped image. Love that little thing. Okay, so now I want my ladder one. And I'm going to take the bullet end And I'm just going to blend and try to soften that darker color. You could do every little petal, but I didn't really see a need to do that, so I didn't do it. We're just kind of giving it a two-tone effect. You know, flowers are not perfect. Funny story, I thought I had these really pretty flowers, wildflowers that came up in my yard. And the homeowners association came around and said, those are not flowers, those are onion weeds, and you got to get rid of them. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, let me tell you, the roots on those things are horrible. You can't pull them. So we're resorting to other measures. Hopefully by this weekend, we'll have them all gone. All right. So, oh yeah, we got a color over here. So we won't be able to really see these little buds right here. So I'm just going to come in with the ladder and I'm going to color just the leaves. Oh, we'll be able to see that one. It's kind of like a little bud coming out. I'm going to miss this set. It was a fun set to color with. Okay, we're ready to put it together. Oops. So if you don't know what's all retiring from Stampin' Up, if you'll sign up for my newsletter in the link below, then you will hear from me about what is retiring. You can also go to my website, and that link is also in the description box below. And you can go to, I believe it says retiring items or something on my website. I don't know, I've looked at it 1,000 times. You would think I would remember. Okay, we're going to add this layer to our basic black. Okay, and then pop off our dimensionals. Oops. And we're going to center this like this. And since I still have this layer here, I don't want to forget. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ink up. We're going to do the same thing. Stamp a few little things on the inside. We're going to put these two cards side by side. And I want y'all to tell me which one you like. All right, so we're using the Calypso Coral. This is 3/8 inch shimmer, and it's just gorgeous. So there's one other thing that I still want to do to my card, to this card, that I didn't do to my original card. And I'll be doing that in just a second. Okay, we're going to add our glue dot to hold this on. I'm going to fix it the way we want. I was thinking how pretty it would be if I would add Winkostella, since my ribbon is so shimmery. Give that a little squeeze, get it going. Whoops, we got it. All right, whoops, that is just too much. Thank goodness for grid paper. I bet y'all can't see this gorgeous shimmer on here, but it is pretty. I think it finishes off this card. Just kind of paint it on. You can really see it on the darker color. Can you see it? Whoops, I missed a petal. There we go. Can you see it shimmer? Oh, it's so pretty. All right, let's bring in our other one. And you can tell a little bit of difference. I did darker flowers. I like that. I do like the green. Which one do you think? All black stamping with coloring or throwing in that green? I like them both. And I think these are going to be really sweet cards for my friends that are going to get those. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching. So I ask you, which one did you like? I don't know. I'm still thinking. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if I could ever help you with any of your Stampin' Up! Supply needs, let me know. Happy stamping, y'all!